Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to round 8 of the DRS Racing League. And today we've got a first time thing here. Obviously, when this happened first in the season, I wasn't able to be here for it. So, yeah. But today we have finally brought it in for the stream. And it is a sprint race, ladies and gentlemen. So, how we've done this is we have taken the championship order and done a reverse grid. And today's sprint race is taking place at none other than Spa-Francorchamps. And the grid is inverted today. So people like Mix and Cali are signed at the back of the grid. And people like Comrade and Carrot are going to be starting towards the front. So, ladies and gentlemen, 5 laps of pure racing to see who will get pole position for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. And here we go. 3, 4, 5 red lights for the Belgium Grand Prix. And it is lights out and away we go. It's a good start for everyone. Ty has taken first place. Uvan's taken it from him. Bit of a kerfuffle towards the back, but it looks like everyone's trying to keep it tidy here. Ty has taken first, followed by Carrot, then Justin, then Vela, Jared, Uvan, Bo, Jordan. Everyone going through Eau Rouge now. There's a bit of contact. Uvan's got... Vela's retired. Something happened with Vela, but right now it's looking like King Cali and Moss are really pushing their way through the field, whilst Mix and Parjan are having a bit of a difficulty here. Looks like Parjan had a bit of contact with Vela, but he isn't looking quick. We've got some penalties dished out, but the order is as it stands there. Cali is now in the top 10. This could be really vital for the race. J-Dog's retired. He lost it. But this is looking very good here, ladies and gentlemen. The 5-lap race has only just begun. Parjan and Mix are the bottom 2. This is not good for Williams. But we do have the Red Bulls on the podium spot. Carrot has maintained first place, but Cali has moved up. Mix has got P13. Now P12. This is looking really good right now. There is a yellow flag in Sector 2. Ty's lost it. Ty Daddy has lost it into the corner. And it was a slow filly, and everyone's just trying to get past. Sink and Thack had a bit of beef earlier during the practice. Let's hope they can resolve their issues. It looks like Thack has just got Sink there. Jared has got past Justin. Boy, what a start to this race it's been. King Cali and Moss are both P7 and 8, with Mix and Parjan 11th and 15th. But you look there. Look at all them cars rushing down to Eau Rouge and Radion. Moss is fighting Justin. He's got past. Let's have a look at this. Look at all those cars flying up. Justin has got the advantage, but he has to go wide. But he's still kept on the track. He's going after Moss here. Let's see what he can do. King Cali's moved up to P5. DS has gotten... Oh, King Cali's got 4th. 2-second penalty for intro. Cobra's moved down to P5. Justin has gone on the inside of Moss. They are side by side. Justin squeezing him in, and he takes P7. Philly has come into the pits. Parjan is making his way up the field now in P13. But Mix needs to get a move on because this is not what he needs. If Cali finishes first today, that is a 9-point gap to Mix. King Cali's got a 3rd. Bo has lost it. What happened to Bo here? It looks like he just lost the car just from getting on the curb, I presume. But Cali is now in P3, and there is a slow Comrade who's just ahead of the McLaren, but it's not looking good. Carrot trying to attack Jared here. You know, some of the lesser known names here just going at it for pole position. But look out, Cali is right behind. This is a lot better than we expected. Moss has taken back Justin through the hairpin. Bit of contact, but he's going to keep going. Side by side, both don't have a lot of DRS, but Moss has taken it. But you see, all the way down to 8th and maybe even 9th if Mick can get there. Callie has taken P2. Justin has taken P6. And there's contact. Justin has lost a bit of his wing. But look, 3 wide there for a short time. Going to Rouge. All 5 cars blistering away. It's looking like Justin got the better exit. They're still side by side. A bit of contact there. Justin has 2 seconds of penalties. Jesus Christ. King Callie has got P1 now. But look. Justin's going slow. He's been passed by both Monk and Moss. And into the barrier. Goes Justin. That's affected this thing entirely. Mix has got a P6. Trying to go after Monk for P5. This has been a great drive so far for Mix. But Callie has gotten the drive a lot better. But Mix has taken P5. Reducing the damage that there will be from the massive time between all of them. But you see Jordan is catching Monk at a very accelerated rate. Monk goes a bit wide. This could invite Jordan, but Jordan does not have the pace. Justin has re-overtaken Moss. Mix has gotten Monk still, obviously. It looks like Philly and Comrade have retired. This is not looking great. Thak and Parjan towards the back of the grid. Parjan needs to make moves here. He's trying to get past the Alfa Romeo, but they're still side by side. Thak has just gotten the advantage. Mix is still P5, but look how close he is to Jordan. Jordan and Monk and Justin are really fighting here. Moss has lost a bit of time here. Music Monk locks up Jordan. Can he get around him? He does. Has he got the acceleration? No, he's a bit wobbly out of the exit. It looks like Cobra has taken P3. Mix is trying to chase after him to reduce the damage. Jordan, can he get Monk again? No, but it is the inside line that has taken the advantage now, still side by side. Back go to Rouge. Jordan just gets ahead. This is looking really tight between all these cars. Here we go. Up Rouge through Radion. Let's see. Can Monk get the DRS? He has. Let's see if he can go around the outside. And he does. Just look at how easy that was. But don't count out Justin here. He's trying to go down the inside. Just braking before he hits into his sister team's car. J-Dog has DNF'd. It's not looking great so far for the Alpha Taurids and the Red Bulls. But Jordan is hunting Monk. They are side by side. Look at this. Still going. Jordan has gotten the advantage. Monk will be under threat from Justin, but Bo is keeping on the rear end of Moss. Trying to keep a little bit of pressure there. But if you look here, Mix up in the distance. That is a Renault. But can he get him before the last lap is out? That's the question that we all need answered. But it looks like he's going to answer it before the end of this race. The speed that he's getting here. If you look here, Moss and Bo. Moss re-overtakes Bo. Moss goes a bit slow. It looks like he's got a bit of weight damage there. This is looking really tasty. You have Monk and Justin fighting. Jordan's getting away a bit. And Mix is catching up to Carrot. This could be a really interesting end to the sprint race. It is lap 5 for some of the cars now. Not everyone is on lap 5. And there is an incident back in the area. DS has not gotten the grip. But if you look, Jared is going after Callie. He's got the pace. Can he get him with the DRS? That's the real question. But if you look, everyone's kind of closely knit in their own packages. But let's have a look. The race lead and pole position can be decided here. Jared, side by side with one of the title protagonists. And he's gotten past him, squeezing him enough just to take P1. Now look here between Monk and Jordan. Monk has retaken P6. But is that going to be enough? Mix has taken P4. Can he catch up Cobra for the end? Might be able to. Monk and Jordan. Monk pushes Jordan just wide enough, but Jordan has come back. P7 and P6. Jordan has taken it. Brilliant overtaking there. Great display. And just look how close. Oh, Carrot losing it. But he's caught it. No, oh, that's got to be poor. Mix has got 2 seconds of penalties. But here comes Jordan, who's going to take P5. Carrot's going to take P6. This is going to be a bit of help for the title protagonists. And the thing is, the top 3 have to stay on the tyres that they've got on right now, the softs. Jordan's taking P5. This will be good for Mix. He can pick any tyre he wants to start on over his his rival Cali. But it is into the final corners, into the final chicane, the bus stop chicane, that we announced that Jared Happy will take 5 points. No, Cali takes first. Cali will take 5 points. Jared will take 3. Cobra will take 1 point. But King Cali, Jared, and Cobra will have to start on the soft tyres. Whilst Mix, Monk, Bo got Monk. Bo, Monk, P5, P6, Jordan P7, Justin P8, Carrot P9, and Moss P10 with Parjan P11, Vac P12, Sink P13, Umvan P14, and DS P15. But as we said, the top 3 will have to start on the soft tyres. If they do not comply with this, they will get 5 points deducted, ladies and gentlemen. So, whilst they do their cooldown laps, driver of the day does go to Cali. He went from last to first today. But, ladies and gentlemen, there will be a little bit of an intermission break whilst we sort out the grid for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. So, it will be close. But Cali has shortened down the gap to Mix to 11 points today. Mix not able to gain any points, but Cali went from second to last to first. Great performance, to be honest. But the grid order is a bit shameful that you make it today, Fox. But trust me, this will be sick because the main event will be coming up shortly. We just need to get everything sorted. It is the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have a bit of an intermission here. We'll be back with you shortly. Hope you all are prepared for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Alright, I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. I was gone for a minute or two. I was just going to the toilet and get myself some water whilst everyone's setting up. But, ladies and gentlemen, the point gap between Mix and Cali has now been shortened down to 11 points. That is how close this championship has become. Jared gets 3 points and Cobra gets 1, which helps out their championship greatly because now Cobra has overtaken Sink for 6th place, I believe. So, Ooh. But ladies and gentlemen, we've got a full grid today, and Baku Turn 1 is not something to be taken lightly, as Mark Webber's very famous expression of it has been clearly stated. You know, how's it going down? You know. Okay. Whilst they're sorting out everything on their end, I will quickly just have a look. This race today could decide the title fight, because Mix needs to pass cars today. He needs to pass a lot. He needs to make sure he's at least third to keep his championship, like his championship lead. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think today is the day that there is finally a bit of wet on Baku. I think there might be a bit of rain. Not 100% sure yet, but if there is, we're in for a treat. If there isn't, touche. But the race is just getting set up now to set up the custom grid for the actual race at Baku, which is a 50%. And the rules are now, from the sprint race into the race, the drivers that earn points have to start the tyres that they started on in the sprint quali. So Jared, Kali, and Cobra will have to start the softs. They will be updated at the end of the race, shortly after the stream's ended. But obviously, whilst in real life, there is a very interesting title fight between Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen, which we saw in great effect at Brazil today. In this, we've got Mika and Kali, which could go down to the wire. Mix could be the first South African world champion in a long time. Or Kali could be the next Brazilian world champion. Has there ever been? Yeah. He'll be the last Brazilian world champion, I think, was Ayrton Senna. Because Massa didn't win it, Barrichello didn't win it, Bruno Senna didn't win it. So yeah, bit of a pride thing here today. But about a minute or two, and then we should all be ready to go. And the Azerbaijan Grand Prix will be underway. But while that's happening, if you just want to ask me any questions, feel free. Yep. Somehow Canadian, but you know. Don't know how the Canadians took over, but you know. I think we're going to be ready to go. I'm just talking about in general, mate. Just in general, the last F1 World Champion I remember from Brazil was Ayrton Senna, and the last one in South Africa, I think, was Jody Scheckter. So I'm just pointing them things out. But, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Just loaded in now. 50% race. Let's see how it goes. Obviously, like I said, the top 3 have to start on the soft tyres, otherwise they will get points deducted. Agree to disagree there. But, ladies and gentlemen, the grid is full. My bladder's empty. Let's get to Baku. Now, today could be the key point in the title fight, because if Kali gets a dominant race today, then Mix could be in deep trouble, because Mix has to finish at least 3rd to keep his championship lead going into the season finale at Abu Dhabi next Saturday. Now, the question really is, who's going to come out on top? Can Mix make his way through the field? Moss may have his hands dirty with Parja because they are starting 10th and 11th today. But they can start on any tyres. Anyone outside the top 3 can start on any tyre that they want. So, and there you go, ladies and gentlemen. We did say there was going to be rain, and there is rain at the start of this race. Tried to go off real life weather in this league, not dynamic. So we know there is going to be some rain in Baku in the next hour or so. So we decided we'll put it at the start, make it interesting. So everyone's going to be starting on the intermediates. I personally didn't know when the rain was going to be coming. I thought it was going to be towards the end. But it looks like it will be at the start and then it will dry out. Because I don't think the rain will be here for like long. I think it'll be gone after like 5-10 minutes. But ladies and gentlemen, 3, 4, 5 red lights in a penultimate round at Baku, and it is lights out and away we go. Kali gets a great start, and so does everyone else. Kali hits into Jared, and into the wall goes Kali. Kali has lost it. Bowen makes them take him 1st and 2nd. Oh my god. That is probably the best start Mix could have asked for, and DS has not done anything there. And Mix has lost it. Mix all the way down the grid with Kali. He lost it into turn 2. Bo has taken the lead. And there is a virtual safety car. The title protagonists have lost it in the first couple of corners. Jared. For fuck's sake. Well, it's virtual safety car. Nothing's going to happen, hopefully. Come on. Plug in. There we go. But the title protagonists in Mix and Kali are no longer in the top 10. Parja's got 5 seconds for ignoring yellow flags. But the race order is as it goes. Bo, Cobra, Justin, Moss, Monk, Cara, Philly, Parjan, Fak, Sink, Uvan Vela, Conrad, J-Dog, Jordan, King Kali, Ty, Jared, Mix, and DS. And it's green flag conditions now as we are underway once again. Let's get the lap data up as well for you guys. What a start to the race. And towards the back of the grid, looks like people are going side by side with the castle section nearly. But Kali has got a P15 now. J-Dog has gotten past Jared. Mix needs to get past. Mix has gotten past Jared now. The top... Oh, Mix nearly lost it. That was a big snap of oversteer there. It is not a great start for either men. Uvan has moved up to 10th. Still going side by side. Both drivers. Sink is not there for some reason. Parjan and Carrot are fighting and he taps the back of Carrot. There's a bit of a wind going off up ahead. But for right now, Jared and Mix kind of looking to be in a bit of a tussle. Moss has gone past Justin. Justin's going into the pits. So it looks like Moss is kind of flying the flag for... Oh, it's a safety car. Safety car conditions. This has saved Mix and Callie here. Will they pit or will they not? It looks like Callie's going to. Is Callie going to pit? If he pits, will Mix. Mix is staying out. Mix is making the bold move and he's staying out. Will this help him in the title fight? Because right now this will up his lead to 13 points. Callie's last so far. He will probably move back up. But right now it is safety car conditions and Mix has overtaken Conrad, but he needs to get the position back. But so far, Callie's got re-entered in P15. The rain will not be here for that much longer. J-Dog needs to get his wing changed. Jordan has just come out of the pits. Looks like it was a double sack from AlphaTauri. But the big news is that a Haas is leading a Grand Prix with Cobra and then Moss, who, constructors-wise, this will help. This will cut down the gap from 36 to 19. But you have to count in these 2 points, which will be 8 plus 2, 10, which will put it up to 26. So it looks like Callie needs to get a move on. P6, P9 for both men. But the question is, can Callie get his way through this field? I mean, the drivers up ahead of him have not got the greatest awareness on the grid, but that was just Lewis Hamilton-esque start from all three of the top teams. Jared and Callie crashed into each other, along with Mix diving it into turn 2, just not getting there. And it looks like Cobra's coming to the pits. Bo, known to be a bit of a wet weather merchant. And Moss is coming to the pits. That's big. Parjan's staying out, and so is Mix, I think. Oh, Mix hits the wall! Mix has tapped the wall there. He has to come in now, surely. And Parjan will stay out in P3. We'll sink P4. Mix tried to warm up his tyres too much there and has paid the price. But I think Callie might come out ahead of Mix. It's only a matter of if. Mix has not done his pit stop yet. Let's have a look. Callie's racing down the pit straight, trying to get ahead of his title rival. Mix has to get his new wing on, and Callie looks to have overtaken him. And it looks like Justin has gotten him as well. He's not going. There we go. There we go. Bit weird. But looks like Callie has now got a buffer zone between himself and Mix in the form of Jordan. But so far, the top three are, it's a Haas 1-2, followed by Parjan, Sink, Cobra, then Moss, then Conrad, Vela, Philly, and Carrot. You got Thack as well with Uvan. You got Callie in P13, Jordan P14. You got Mix and Justin. You got Ty as well, the other Red Bull. You got DS, you got Jared, and then also you've got J-Dog, who's a bit away there. It looks like only the Hasses are behind the safety car right now. So it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world right now if the safety car stopped this lap, but I don't think it will. This is a great start to the Grand Prix today, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone just trying to catch up. It looks like Parjan, Sink, Cobra, and now Moss have caught up. Mix made a clinical mistake when it was safety car conditions. He just spun his wheel too much, and it caused him to lose control, and he tapped the wall and got some very severe wing damage, and you do not want any form of wing damage during DRS, not DRS, safety car. But right now, it's looking good for the Hasses. Mix needs to not do what he did last time again, otherwise it'll cost him. Let's just keep an eye on him real quick. There we go, he's being smart. Just trying to keep it. Don't know how long the rain is going to be here, but it could be here for another 10 minutes perhaps. Conrad's got to pass Moss somehow. Moss has got a 5-second penalty for a collision with Conrad. I don't know what's happened there, but I think Conrad needs to give back the place. Or does he not? I'm not too sure what's happened there. Should have kept my eye on it, but... you know. But a 1-2 right now for Haas. They cannot afford to fight as well, especially in the rain. They need to kind of keep it on the down low. But Moss has got to be infuriated with that 5-second penalty. Because right now, I think that takes him back to about where Uvan or Flack is. But if you look here, Mix needs to stay on Jordan's arse to make sure that he gets a great start. Because Jordan, he gets good starts, but it's just not on a consistent basis. Unlike Callie, who's getting amazing starts recently. Obviously, last season, before we didn't stream these league races, Callie was one of the key title fight contenders along with me as my teammate, but bad luck struck for both of us, and unfortunately that happened. But obviously, I know Callie a lot better as a driver than Mix, but I know Mix is quick. But you need to watch out for Callie's consistency. Callie can consistently be there at all times. And this is going to be one of those times, because right now it is the safety car in this lap and someone lost a bit of their wing. What the hell's happening here? Everyone's slowing down here. Probably a bit of confusion here. But if you look up front, Bo controlling the field. This could be a great safety car restart if Bo timed it right, and he has. He's going, but Monk has still got him. And it looks like Conrad's fallen down the field with a pit stop. Mix is right behind Callie here. This is going to be a big fight for the championship. If you look in turn one, there's a lot of chaos, a lot of wings flying. Carrot has lost a bit of his wing. But if you look, Moss battling with the Mercedes 4 wide into the corner. Did not go well. And Cobra has gone into Moss. And Callie is trying to go after Uvan. Mix is right behind. But it looks like Moss collided with Cobra. Jordan has fallen down the field dramatically. But Billy's gone wide. He just did a break there. Mix is trying to catch Callie. He needs to stay on his arse. He cannot let Callie get away from him. That's the thing. Parjan has gotten past Bo. Bo had a shocking start. Parjan has now gotten past. Monk just needs to keep calm. And like I said, the rain wasn't going to be here for long. And now it's gone, ladies and gentlemen. The rain is gone, but the white line, well, the wet line is still there. And it is a virtual safety car. Parjan's got P3. Bo passed him before it. And there is a instant down here. But if you look, Mix and Callie are literally right there next to each other. The title contenders. But if you look behind here as well, Moss, if he gets a good start off this virtual safety car, could leap Cobra. And Cobra's going to the wall. And that's given Moss P10. Which means that if Moss can catch up to the lot up ahead. No. Oh, it's making him give Cobra the position back. Bit weird. But if Cobra can get the restart. Sorry, if Moss can get it, then he could try and catch up to Mix and Callie, which is looking close as Callie has got an Uvan. Mix needs to get Uvan quick. Obviously, the wet line is still there. It's nowhere near time for slicks, but it is time to take this race a bit seriously and not tread lightly. Moss has got a P10, but you need to get P9 now. Monk has fallen down to P3. Looks like he had an issue with his car. Looks like everyone's diving into pits right now. Bo and Parjan are having a fight. Callie and Mix. Excuse me. It looks like Thack and Callie are fighting there. Callie's got him past on the outside. He's pushing Thack a bit to the side there. If you look here, it's looking great. And Mix down the inside. Side by side with Callie. That is a great move. He saw that and he took it as a safety car. He's ahead of Cali in the safety car period. That overtake took some thinking to do. You had to have some big brain to get that overtake done. What an overtake by Mick. And now it's a Williams 1-3 with Ferrari P4 and P7. What an overtake. But I think we've already got an overtake in the season. We get another contender. And Mick has shown once again why he is the championship leader. He saw fucking Cali side by side. And he saw the tiniest gap ever and decided to fit in it. And he got past Cali with the drag race and down one of the longest tracks. Well, a drag race down a very long straight. And the Mercedes-powered engine got the Ferrari. But obviously, safety car means that people are going to actually question whether they should come in for a set of mediums or hards. I wouldn't say someone want to do 2 sets of softs or something like that, but it's looking likely people will probably pick for a set of mediums. But the title protagonists are in P3 and P4. This would put the championship lead at a 14-point advantage to Mick right now. Moss needs to get a good start. He needs to help his teammate here. Bo and Pardew are pitted. I think they're going in for a set of mediums. The track is a bit too cold yet, but the safety car could go on for a bit. Cali has stayed out. Risky move. I think he's letting Moss pit. Moss has pitted. Mick going on to a set of hards. What's Bo going on to? Oh, Bo's going on to a set of hards. It looks like Pardew has pitted as well. Oh no. Pardew's pitted, so has Mick. This is going to slow Mick down greatly and put him lower down the pack. Mick has gone to a set of mediums here. It does not look time for slicks yet, but it could be, depending on how long it takes. And Monk has gone sideways. He's still got his wing, but that is a big crash there. That could cost Monk a lot there. It does not look like it's ready for slicks yet, but by the time the safety car's done, you never know. Looks like everyone has to just keep their cool. Pardew's having a bit of trouble. As you see, he's just wobbling all over the place. And if you look here, Mick is P11, again going to be behind Jordan. Moss P9. So if Moss does slow down and try to slow Mick down, Pardew has to do the job and get Cali and get past both racing points. Oh, Pardew's gone wide. Resetting his car there just to make sure he doesn't get any wing damage. He does need to catch up. The top 3 and the other one's now on a set of intermediates. Oh, Moss is still on a set of intermediates. I thought he pitted. I think it might have been a mistake there on the Ferrari's part. Conrad is on a set of intermediates, so it looks like only 5 people out of 16 are on intermediate tyres. It does look like it's starting to dry up, but not at an accelerated rate that I would presume it would be. Looks like... Oh! Ty loses it! He's out of the race! Bangs into the wall, just does not get the braking zone right, locks up his tyres, and is out. Mick has done the same thing! Mick is out of the race! Mick! No way has this happened! The title fight has opened up massively there. Mick! This mistake could cost Mick the World Championship right now. Holy mother of God. Pardew is the only Williams now flying the flag. He needs to get the win to try and compromise Cali's title hopes here. He needs to make sure Cali does not finish above 5th, or it is a dramatic end for Moss, because there's only just enough Restart? No. Looks like Pargin is the only Williams flying the flag right now, and he needs to make sure Cali finishes below 5th. And right now there is only one AlphaTauri as well, as I've just realised. But it is looking like the title fight has reopened again. Right now, Pargin's going to earn 15 points. Carly's going to earn 6. So that'll increase the gap by 9. But we don't know what's going to happen here. The entire... The question right now is, can Justin catch up to the safety car before it pits this lap? Or is it going this lap? No, it isn't. Safety car is going to stay out. So Justin has another lap to catch up to everyone. But the big story of the big tail of the tape, Mix is P16 and is out of the race. Made the same mistake as Ty Daddy did, and it has cost him. Mistakes like that cannot happen in this, because that could cost everything. Justin's lost it. Obviously, there's no yellow flags because the entire track's yellow, but Justin loses it into the wall, and it looks like the Racing Point and the Williams are pitting. I don't know why Pargin is pitting, but he has promoted Cali to P4. Is a checkerboard of red and grey, and fuck, hits into the wall. Has lost a bit of his wing there. He's been relayed past for P2, but he's lost a bit of his wing. That is not great there, ladies and gentlemen. You cannot be doing that either. If that wants a chance to get some great points for Alfa Romeo and maybe getting them back in the title fight, which I don't think they can, it's not looking great. Justin now just on the main straight here, as you see. You are right, it does not look like it's time for dry weather yet, like dry tyres, but I think because of the safety car, it's going to rubber in, and then it will be time. But I think the safety car's coming in this lap, so I don't think Justin's going to catch in time. But Cali, the story here is Cali is in P4, and if he stays in this position for the rest of the race, he will be 1 point ahead of Mix going into the final race at Abu Dhabi. A big surprise right now is that the AlphaTauri is in P5. They're usually around P9 to P12 position. And there is race control saying safety car in this lap. Bo is now the lead car once again, followed by Thak, Monk, Cali, Jordan, Jared, I believe. Yep, Cobra, Uvan, Moss, DS, Pargin, Conrad, Vela and Justin. This is interesting. This is going to be spicy. When's Bo going to release? Thak's had a severe collision. What's happened there? And it looks like he's restarted the race. Bo has gone and Thak has taken P2 whilst Monk has had to sit back for P3. Moss has to pit again. Costing... Oh! The exit control's gone wide. He's gone wide. He's given Pargin P11. Come on. That is not happening. Cali's taken P1 now. Off a Thak. Monk is trying to chase after Cali. Obviously, last race, Monk won one of the most important races. Commemorating. Oh, Cobra goes in the back of Jared. locks up and goes into the back of the McLaren and has lost a bit of his wing. He's lost his front left end plate. He's going side by side with the McLaren. Keeps going. And he's zooming through the corners here. Can he get it? And he officially got it here. Side by side still. And they're still going. They can't keep doing this into the castle section here. They're still going, I think. He's going to dive it into the virtual safety car. That is the second virtual safety car, along with the second safety car. But the news is, Cali, right now, is 14 points ahead of Mix in the title fight. Moss, P13, P11. And this would mean, ladies and gentlemen, that Ferrari are 6 points behind Williams in the standings for the constructors. Yes, it was indeed. Just look at the gap that's been formed between Cali and Thak here, along with virtual safety car. I think the virtual safety car is about to end, and it does. Thak gets a poor exit though, and he already has a 4-second gap to Cali. Monk needs to get past if he wants any chance of getting past Jordan. Obviously on the faster medium tyres, it is time for dries, but it is a bit dodgy. And Parjan going into the pits. Not what they needed at all. He needs to come out ahead of Moss. That's the key thing. Bo. Oh, what the hell's happened here? Monk's lost it. And it's cost a massive pile up. Bo's got P4. But what the hell happened to Monk? But Jordan side by side with Vela. Can he get it? Uvan is up ahead, so it's a bit tricky. Vela's taking it though. But Jordan's not going to let it slide. He's going to try and get it back. But Conrad is sniffing around the goods. That is P8. Moss is close to Parjan here. Kind of like the Valtteri Bottas and Sergio Perez battle. They need to keep it going. Bo P5, Thak P4, Cobra P3, Jared P2 is nearly a 7-second gap to Cali, but it's not looking like enough. And Cobra hits into the wall. There is a yellow flag in sector 2. Looks like everyone's just going slow through this sector. And there is a Monk again into the wall. This is not going well. And you see Parjan catching up to Moss. Both on a set of mediums, but Parjan's is better. It looks like Jordan and Conrad are having a better fight. Uvan and Thak as well. Thak's retaking it. And there's yellow flag in sector 2. Again at the castle section. I think it is Monk. But you see Thak taps the back of Bo. Bo loses it. And it opens Thak to take P4. But I don't think Bo's going to take that. I think DRS is going to be in effect soon. And Bo has got it. Bo has taken P4 at an accelerated rate. Jordan has taken Conrad. This is looking very tight between these three men. And Vela is there as well to go past Uvan. And it looks like Cobra is coming in. And so is Thak. So is Jordan. Bo P3, followed by Vela P4 and Uvan P5, with Conrad P6. But the story is the fact that Cali right now is in P1 and Mix made the big mistake. And Parr just dived into the pits again. How many pit stops that? This is his third pit stop. Moss has made 4. Right now, Bo on the podium for Haas. But Vela and Uvan and Conrad are right there. The 4-way battle for it. Bo is 10 seconds behind Jared. Jared is 8 seconds behind Cali, who is dominating this race. Look at him fly. Parr just come out the pits in last. Moss is P7. 15 seconds behind the battle for third. Who's going to get the better exit out of here? It looks like Vela's keeping on his end here. The Dirty F kind of pushed him back a bit. DS and Justin having a bit of a ding-dong as well. Looks like he got past him just before the castle section. Cali sets 147.0. Here we go. DRS isn't enabled this lap. Or is it? No, it isn't. But it looks like everyone's safety pit windows are coming open for like softs and shit on the strategy, but it's not looking like it. And I see Uvan been passed by Conrad. Vela needs to go off the boat if he wants a chance at a Mercedes podium this season. Cobra's got a Moss. And it through to turn one. Moss loses it a bit. Cobra's kept it. And Cobra P7. DS intro 145.9. Uvan and Conrad are fighting once again. Moss has lost time to Cobra, but DRS has been enabled this lap, which will help Vela to catch Bo. Jared is nearly 10 seconds behind Cali, who is absolutely storming away. And this could be the potential championship decider. Here we go now. Vela trying to catch Bo. He needs to stay within a second. It looks like Uvan as well. Conrad coming into effect here. Trying to get it. Let's see here. Jordan and DS Intro are going to fight for the last spots in the points right now, ladies and gentlemen. Parjan needs to get a job done, but he's hit the wall. But let's see, as Bo will be coming on to the straight now, and DRS will be enabled, but there's a yellow flag in sector 2 for Justin, I believe, has lost his wing due to a fight with Thack. But let's see, ladies and gentlemen, DRS will be opening up shortly. Can Vela catch on his set of medium tyres? He has not got DRS, but Uvan has. So has Conrad. Vela needs to catch Bo. Conrad got past Uvan, but Uvan breaks late in sector 2. There's another incident. Justin's been hit. Justin breaks late into the corner and he's out of the race. But here we go. Can Vela get it here? No, he cannot. DS has got Jordan with all the power of the Mercedes powered engine. But Thacker's going to the pits. Conrad, Uvan, Vela and Bo are all still going to be fighting for the last spot on the podium. Monk has gotten Thack from pits. And Parge has got the fastest lap of the race so far. He needs to catch the top 10. Let's have a look now. Vela and Uvan were really close to touching there. Looks like Uvan's actually been pretty fast this race. Kind of finding his groove finally, maybe. So far, Conrad has moved up 11. Vela has moved up 16 places. Obviously, Vela started last this race. It's now in P4. Great race from him. Cali and Jared have kept their P1, P2. But right now, it's all about this fight for the podium, ladies and gentlemen. Look at these all go. He's just out of the second zone there. Will he be able to get it? He's still within the second. He's not going to get it. And there's a yellow flag in sector 2 for Monk. No, it's Parjan. He loses it in the castle section. Let's go back to this fight here. And Conrad has pitted. Uvan's getting close behind Vela now. Bo is trying to push away. Cobra's taking P6. I think Moss will take P7. But here we go. Vela needs to get DRS. And has he? No, he has not. Uvan got DRS though. It's Vela's AI driving at the moment. Okay. It's weird. There's yellow flag in sector 2 again. I think that is Thack, who's retired. And there's a slow Parjan, who is also retired. Monk sets the fastest lap. But there's only 11 drivers out of the 20 left, ladies and gentlemen. This has been a chaotic race. DS is now fighting with the Renault of Conrad. There's yellow flag in sector 2 once again. I think it is for think that might have been for Cali or Fact, I'm not too sure there. But look at Uvan, he's pushing it. Yeah, it's been a bit mad. 11 cars left. 2 safety cars, a couple of virtual safety cars as well. It's been a bit nuts. But Vela needs to push. Bo may have more ERS, but he needs to push. Uvan's trying to push him through. To get DRS now, he needs to get him. Jared, 11 seconds behind Cali. This could be the chance for Uvan to catch Vela. He has no overtake left, so it doesn't matter. Let's see what happens here. With DRS, can Uvan get him? Not looking like the DRS is going to be enough. And it goes a bit wide into turn 1 there. Try and get Vela, but it's just a bit wide. And it looks like there is a McLaren who has struck luck. And it was Jared. Jared's lost a bit of his wing, I think. Which means that he might have to pit. Which could put Bo on P2 with Vela P3. But remember, the people on the mediums might have to pit again with only 10 laps remaining. And Cobra taps the wall there after breaking a bit late there. Looking like Bo's kind of dispatching of the pack behind him. But Uvan is trying to catch Vela. His AI is pretty quick. But behind him, he's stuck in a Mercedes sandwich. And Cobra is catching. And Uvan with a great overtake. Vela goes wide. Uvan takes the advantage of the small gap possible and takes P4. And now needs to go chasing after Bo, whilst Vela has his teammate behind him in P6. There's now a 20-second gap to Cali from Jared, and Cali has come into the pits. What the hell's happened to Cali? I think Cali might be out. Yeah, so's mine, but I think Cali's out of the race. Cali's out of the race! I think something happened in the pit lane and he's out. What are the odds? Both title protagonists have been eliminated in the same race. There is now only 10 drivers left. Oh my god. Cali is out. I have no idea what happened, but Bo has taken P1. True, you kind of did. And Cali is out of the points now, which leaves the gap at 11 points in the championship. Come Abu Dhabi, but it's up to Moss now, who has shortened down the points gap. If he stays where he is right now, he'll shorten it down to 26 points for Abu Dhabi between Ferrari and Williams. Uvan going to try and chase after Cobra for P2. Bo is right there. Vela's AI is pretty slow, which means Moss has a chance to catch here. This is all happening so fast. There's a... Oh my god. I hate this control at times. Cali got a puncture on the main street. I called it. I said to Jordan earlier that one of them would get a puncture and lose it on the main straight, and it happened. But look, DS and Jared side by side here. They're going to go for it. Can Jared get DS here for P6? Has he got enough? It looks like he has, but it's not that far behind. DS could have a chance of retaking it. Cobra down within a second. It's a Mercedes 2-3 and Moss in P4. Can DS catch up here? If you look here, Moss and Vela are really close. They are grinding gears right now.
Moss needs to not do it here. If he does it too early, then he could be out of the race as well. But if you look here, Cobra and Bo are really close. Cobra's going to look for any opportunity he can to pass Bo with 8 laps remaining. Oh, into castle section now. Cobra kind of loses it a tad bit there. But this is the point where we get all of our overtakes usually around Baku. And you see Moss is just behind Vela. The fight for the podiums is not over. Anything can happen. As you've seen so far, 10 drivers eliminated. This has just made the Abu Dhabi race all that more interesting. Look at Cobra right now. He's within DRS. He's got enough ERS as well to go for it. Bo is deploying all of his ERS. He's stopped now. Cobra at the line. Is he going to go for it? The dive bomb into turn 1. Cobra locks up a bit. Bo has taken the inside line. Moss has got a Vela. Bo can try and go for it on the next straight. Let's see what he's got. Vela is close to Moss still. DS is coming to the pits. I think he's going to pit for some softs. But let's see. Cobra's kept it ahead. Bo cannot catch. And Cobra has solidified P1 at the moment. Vela is losing time to Moss every second and is going to fall into the hands of Jared. But Moss needs to go and chase the points right now. Because right now it will be tightened from 26 to 21 points. If he can get those 10 points, there's only a restart if more than 5 cars have been taken out in an instant, and there wasn't, so. But if Moss can get the win today at any long shot, then he'll shorten it to 11 points in the Constructors and 11 points in the Championship, which makes me to believe that Moss and Parger will be tied on points. Oh, Jesus Christ, look at this. Vela might be under attack here from Jared in DRS. Let's see this. Sprinting it down the line. Vela's coming to the pits. Okay. Which has solidified Jared in P4. Jared needs to chase after Moss if he wants a podium today. Let's see what happens. This could happen for Jared. A podium for McLaren. It didn't happen last race. Maybe it could happen this one. Bo is losing time to Cobra. He's nearly 3 seconds out. It's just not looking good for the hard runners at the moment. Bo needs to push everything he has. Jared has gotten the advantage here. Gained nearly a second on Moss. Moss just trying to get to the end. 6 laps remaining. He's within a second now. Jared is within a second. This is the fight for the last spot on the podium. And there's a yellow flag in sector 2 for Jordan. Looks like he just had a bit of a squiggle there. But look here. Moss low on ERS. Jared with DRS. Rich mix deployed. And he's got it down the inside. Pushes Moss a bit to the side. And has taken P3 for the McLaren. this sport can do many surprises. Out of all the top 4 cars, only one of them is currently racing at the moment. Let's see, Uvan and Monk having a bit of a ding-dong battle here. Let's see how they get on. Monk trying to go around the outside, not the smartest choice, but he switches it back. He has DRS. It's a drag race to the next corner. Monk's got it. Uvan trying to swerve back in, but Monk has gotten the power and has gotten him there. And it looks like Jared's catched up to Bo. Bo's lost a lot of time. He needs to keep the podium. The battle for the last 2 podium spots are on. This could be the big picture moment here, ladies and gentlemen. Jared is going to get Bo into the DRS straight. He's going to have the time to get him. This is going to be interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Jared chasing him down. Bo's trying to keep his car in front. He's trying to keep the power. Just the Hards are not doing well around this track. They are appalling. Jared's got so much pace. Let's see how he goes. Side by side. He got him before the end line. But could Bo come back in a DRS point here? Or is Bo just going to keep falling back into the hands of Moss, maybe? Which now the gap will be 14 points in the championship if Moss does not get Bo. But Bo does have DRS, but he just can't catch. Cobra 5 seconds away from Jared. Jared's kind of catching, you know. Could he get it before the end? It's not looking good, but we could see. Monk and Uvan are kind of separated a bit. It looks like Monk's trying to go after Vela, but it looks like Jared could have a chance of catching up to Cobra if he keeps going. Cobra has a penalty. 3 seconds there, which is all it needs. Now, Jared needs to get within 2 seconds of Cobra to win this race with 4 laps left to go. This could be interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Monk has caught up to Vela as well, as you can see. Not a lot of penalties this race, which has turned out to be pretty good. Both Hasses in the top 10. No positive. Let's see. Can Monk get past Vela? Surely, right? You think so? But look here. Moss and Bo. These two men don't have the greatest history, but they are fighting for their own respective teams. Both powered by Ferrari. Moss catching at the rate of knots, but I don't think he's going to get past before the straight is over. He tries to tap him on the outside. Does not go well. Moss gets the better acceleration. Gets him, but still side by side. Moss is out of 1 car length and has taken it, but Bo has gotten DRS. Can Bo catch him on the shambolic hard tyres? And they are still side by side into corner. Bo hits the wall and hits into Moss. And he lets Moss pass. But they both will need to get a change of wing. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the interesting thing is Jared is nearly within 3 seconds of Cobra here, which could solidify the race win for the McLarens for the first time this season. He just needs to keep pushing, but it looks like Moss and Bo will have to pit for another wing and some softs. Ladies and gentlemen, that's confirmation. Right now, Jared will win the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. It's looking very close, ladies and gentlemen. The question is, do any of these men here pit? Because right now, Moss is in third, gives him 15 points. So let's see how this goes. It's lap 24 now. Jared is 2.7 seconds behind. Cobra needs to push with all of his might. They're not pitting. Bo is catching at a rate of knots. Goes for a bit of a switch back there. Keeps the inside line. Bo has got on the bell line, but Moss is staying ahead. Looks like Moss does not have a lot of DRS. He's using it all now. Bo needs to get all of his resources exhausted here. And Jared is within 2.2 seconds. He sees Cobra up the road. But it'd probably be smart if Jared just tried to stay within this area, not to push his tyres too hard, and just stay consistently better. He's now exactly 2 seconds behind. He could get within 1.9 seconds, maybe. He could even catch him if he does well enough. 3 laps left. Got this lap, 25 and 26. But will Moss or Bo pit? That's the question, because if they do, then they could end up in P8, P9. Which means that a racing point would be on the podium. But it looks like Moss and Bo are going to stay out and just fight this out themselves. DS is catching, that's the problem. As you see here, Jared and Cobra are pretty much similar pace right now. We'll see who has the faster lap by the time that the lap is done. Let's just keep our eyes on Cobra real quick. And see, Moss has lost 14 seconds in about 7 laps. Let's see who does the faster lap here. Is a 45.6 and a 44.9. He's caught up by 7 tenths. Bo's got on a great acceleration out the corner. And it looks like they'll be going side by side. They are. Both Ferrari powered engines zooming down to lap 25. Bo's got on it. Has he got enough to stay ahead there? He does. Moss is going to have to try again on the DRS straight after. Right now, Jared 1.7 seconds away. Sees Cobra right there. There we go. Moss with DRS just at the breaking point. And he hits Bo! Bo's been tapped! And Bo has got pushed down into P4. Just a bit of late braking there, but if you look here, DS has caught up. But I don't think it's enough. Oh, yellow flag for Vela. Vela has lost it and he's out of the race. Only 9 cars are finishing then. But Bo and Moss are trying to fight for the last spot on the podium. Yellow flag for Sector 1 is obviously for Vela, who has DNF. Moss taps the wall. Bo keeps getting into the back of him there. Moss is just trying to cover up and take the win. And Intro is right there on the rear. This last lap is going to be jolly. I see that Jared is catching Cobra. That could be interesting. Keep our tabs on that. We see 4 attempts within the 3 cars, maybe 6 now. But look, Moss, his mediums are slowing down now. And Bo could catch him. Moss goes slow. Bo is going to go around the outside or inside. He goes inside. Moss tries to squeeze him. But Bo gets it before the DRS straight. But look behind Moss. There is another threat in the name of DS Intro. As they're going to go across the line for lap 26. And Intro has got on Moss. And he's going for the dive bomb on Bo. Pushing Bo a bit wide there. And he's still 3 wide. Moss cuts off the outside. And it's just closed the door on Bo. And now Bo is the one with DRS on Moss. DS has taken P3. And Bo needs to get DS if he wants his first podium of the season. DS obviously on a set of softs. He's going to be quick. And look, ladies and gentlemen, look at the gap between Cobra and Jared. He could have to win the race on merit here instead of on the penalty. But if you look here, Moss lost a lot of time. That Monk, the other Haas, has caught up. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a great last lap. I see Jared and Cobra. If you see the little corner here, they are about to come on to the last straight of Baku. What's going to happen here? Let's keep our tabs on it. Jared had to speed. Can he get the DRS though? He will, but can he get past before the line? Oh, this is close, ladies and gentlemen. This is mighty close. Cobra has to defend. Tuck in. Can he get it? Jared, with the DRS, he's going to go over the line. Who's going to get it? Jared gets it. Oh, my God. If you see there, Cobra was 3-second penalty, which means that he finished 0.002 seconds ahead. But we look back here. We've got Moss and Monk. Another couple. Monk's gotten past. What a race, ladies and gentlemen. It's a P45 for the Haas team. But, ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Jared, who wins the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. If Cobra didn't have the penalty, ladies and gentlemen, he would have won by 0.002 seconds. What a race and what a last lap to end it on. Woo! But ladies and gentlemen, the big news, obviously, the race end by 0.002 seconds. Holy God. Mix and Cali do not get points, and neither does Pardew, but Moss does, with 8 points, which puts it down to 28 points. What a race, ladies and gentlemen. But ladies and gentlemen, that is it for today. Let's see, it's going to rain again. But ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all for watching. Stay tuned. Saturday night, 8:30 p.m. GMT. The finale. Thank you all so much for watching. And peace.